Hi, Taurus, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you your mid-month money and career tarot reading for the month of September 2022. Thank you so much for joining me. Do keep in mind this is general, so just take what resonates, but I more than appreciate your love and support by liking this video, leaving me a comment or several down below, and of course subscribing to the channel if you haven't joined this growing Taurus tribe already. Bear with me as I lose my breath and was a bit suffocated by the smoke, but we're going to keep it simple and begin by pulling from the Tarot of Dreams. Tarot of Dreams. Beyond busy, even if people don't think you are, I feel like you're just going with the flow, taking breaks when you can, and being strategic when it comes to timing, okay? I feel like planning strategically to be on time for work or certain meetings, interviews, you name it. But if that's not relevant, you're very much being strategic as to when you get your work done, okay? Could be all of which that I'm mentioning, but I do sense that that entails for some early morning work or late night work, or just, yeah, I sense that you're intuitively avoiding certain obstacles. Let's put it that way. For Taurus, mid-September, money and career. Focused and loving it is what I just heard. And we have the Nine of Swords in reverse. There's a level of you not being stressed, okay? You may be pushed to remind oneself of a time when you did what you're doing throughout the month, whether it's running your business, working a certain job, or both, or even just hanging out at home, because that's a financial investment in one way, shape, or form, or at least was. You were more stressed in the past, okay? You've gained the attention you're meant for, okay, throughout the first half of the month, and it feels good when that increases in the second half, but wasn't really what I was trying to say. You have gained the knowledge and the wisdom, the experience up until this point when it comes to financial investments, when it comes to your the way you work, okay, the way you accomplish certain tasks even, and the way for a lot of you run your business. It has allowed you to make your way through the second half of the month and the month in general and accomplish what you need to with ease, with a lack of stress, okay? You may have some stressful dreams, I feel I need to say, and you deal with that even well, okay? People are impressed. People see you as somebody who's going places. I just feel as if you can't at times leave a situation behind, at least not yet. I do sense that you're thinking about the future, okay? Future choices, future decisions in regards to where you want to move, what you want to accomplish, how big you see your business getting. You may be reminded that something's meant to be bigger than you ever expected. Or just where you're meant to head within a company, or how long you're meant to stay with that company. Some of you, there's a part-time job to acquire in the month of October, so keep that in mind. But you'll be fine financially, okay? Your money's looking good. I do feel like some of you are tapping into savings in order to foresee oneself living a comfortable life, but I do feel like you're not stressed over your money, okay? There's an extra 1,000 to be acquired if you so choose, but that's up to you. Now, I do feel like with the Eight of Swords in reverse, I was sensing that I kind of got the vibe that you had to stay with something for a bit longer, but that came through in an upright position kind of message. But I do feel like you're feeling this level of when you can escape from a situation that feels unhealthy, you just do, right? There's a sense that you're not willing to settle for energy in the moment that isn't healthy for you, okay? Or conversations that don't feel welcomed by your soul. I know that sounds dramatic, but that's the way it's coming through. You'll choose to up and move toward the level of adventure or peace and comfort, or just an improvement in energy when you feel intuitively guided to, all right? Or you're just feeling uncomfortable. You may even get like this gut feeling, right? Or get sick to your stomach due to energy. So I do sense a lot of empathic Tauruses are drawn to this reading, but there's this vibe that you're so focused on where you want to be, right? This fulfilling situation for you living wise, or this fulfilling career opportunity. Again, I feel like some of you are meant to be really, really successful entrepreneurs, business owners. And I do feel like there's just decisions to make, but people are loving you, okay? People are loving you. And I want to say even love and romance oriented, friendships to be acquired or to gain. But I feel like your online presence is strong, okay? It's growing. But I do feel like, okay, word of mouth is what I'm hearing. So people who have in the past and will more so in the second half of the month are speaking of you in a high honored light, right? Recommending to friends, to coworkers, boss figures, check this person out online, or just you should visit their store, stuff of that nature, and therefore things are growing for you. I do feel like candles come into play in one way, shape, or form, or one singular one. But I do feel like you are viewed as number one in the eyes of certain people. Not everybody, but I just feel as if you're meant to be very successful, very fortunate in a lot of ways. For some of you, fame and fortune is on the horizon for you. But I do feel like people want to understand you more, okay? There's certain important decisions you have to make in regards to the growth of your business or the progression of your career status, your job status, that don't need to be made per se in the second half of the month, but you're being prepped to make those decisions moving forward. I just feel like you are known as somebody who just gets it done. You're going to feel the need to clean things up around the house, or just the office or job situation that you're wrapped up with. It's as if you're not looking to perfect things. At times you are in certain ways, but it's as if you know intuitively a clean environment or environments is going to benefit you in so many ways. But there's levels of celebration that's taking place for you, and you just feel so gratified. I feel like the majority of the second half of the month, it's as if people are seeing you as somebody who just easily accomplishes what they need to, and you just see through the BS. This came up in a recent 48-hour reading I did for you, but you just are seeing through people's masks, okay? If you do something like, say, a tarot reading like I do, and there's a lot of other people on the platform or in general that do what you do, it doesn't have to be tarot reading, it could be a completely different profession. You are seeing who is genuine and authentic and who is sort of faking it to make it, okay? Now, I just feel like your intuition is heightened at this time, and you're going to feel as if that comes into play and benefits your work in one way, shape, or form. And I feel like you intuitively know who to trust and who not to. Keep that in mind when it comes to all areas of your life, but that will also benefit your work and your money decisions, okay? I sense that you're being strategic as to where you place your money, not afraid to put some towards a level of celebration, a level of treating oneself, but don't overdo it. Certain temptations where money is spent will feel overdone at times, and even being pushed to think back how you've overdone it a lot recently or more than you normally would. I just feel like you're meant to be strategic in that sense, okay? I do feel like you're confident and desiring levels of fulfillment, but a little bit emotional at certain points. Cleanse your energy if you feel that's the case. But we have the 9 of Coins and the Queen of Swords. As again, I try to catch my breath, I really do feel like you are, okay, easily connecting with people online or just in person, but you're thinking about what needs to be cut out, okay, in order to maintain a level of lack of stress, right? Peacefulness, to allow for oneself to remember that your independence is part of the reason why you're so successful in a lot of ways. I just feel like somebody in your midst is a bit stressed and they need to relax because it's making you a bit on edge, a bit uptight, making you lose your breath once again. But I feel like there's a need to keep the hope alive when it comes to what you're looking to achieve or what you've been working so diligently to grow or just to make successful. But I feel like people just don't get it at times, but they don't need to. I feel like people are tuning in to see more, okay, period. Your work is addicting in one way, shape, or form, I feel the need to say. But I also feel like there's a pet, if not multiple, or animals in general, that will come into play for messages, okay, or a level of comfort in the home situation. I just feel like you're wanting to speed forward at times and then remembering that you can continue or begin to move at your comfortable Taurus pace. I just feel like you're also thinking about a purchase like a car, okay? Or a new housing situation once again. I feel like, oh, look at the dog, okay? I feel like a dog is coming into play. I do feel like you are shining for all to see and people are impressed, okay? You're this King of Wands at certain points where people just want to see you successful, and your passion is shining through the words you convey, the work you produce, and you're learning more about what, again, needs to be cut out, but what is meant to transpire moving forward as you just are thinking about past tower moments and even envisioning a future one as abundance rolls in left and right. And remember, attention is part of that abundance, all right? So let's finish this up with a Making Magic card for Taurus. For Taurus. Perseverance, the motivation to keep going despite the odds. Absolutely beautiful. It's going to be a great second half of the month. Go enjoy it. Sending you so much love and light, and I'll see you next time.